What is going on? We are back, baby. Welcome to the extras. Thank you for being here. Got a few people in the chat already. I appreciate you. What is going on? Becky in there first. Hope you're doing well, Becky. Happy Friday to you. Black Magic in the chat as well. What is going on, my man? Hope your evening is going smooth and you don't have to work late today. Meech in the chat as well. What's going on, Meech? She says congrats for the first. I don't know where Nance is. Black Magic says I was just texting Miss Black Magic that the show should be starting soon, and then immediately got the notification. Oh, nice. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Meech says I'm out to dinner with Baby Daddy. Have a great show. We'll catch up with y'all later. Hey, you have a great dinner. Thank you for checking in with us. Hope you're having a good evening. Black Magic says, lifting while I listen again. Okay, I got you, but I'm here. Okay, well, thank you. We appreciate you for being here. Hope the workout goes well for you. I was doing a little decorating. Thinking about decorating behind me here. Make it a little holiday-ish for a couple weeks. We'll see. We'll see what kind of motivation that I can muster. It's already enough to get my exterior lights going. And that was what inspired this topic. Because I was looking around and I was trying to get some inspiration. You know, what's popular this year? What kind of things are people using? You know, there's a lot of different ways to go with the holiday lights. So I sifted through all of the ads and sponsored posts and garbage, and I found some actual good Christmas lights from this year, or at least the videos were posted like in the past few weeks. So hopefully we got some good ones in there. Black Magic says she'll join the chat eventually. She's just being shy. That is okay to be shy. You are welcome to join the chat anytime. Thank you for being here. He says, if you are here, sweetie, you are the best. You are the best. All of you are the best for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah, new fan. That's cool. But yeah, so I thought we could look at... I found some, like, regular, just a guy who just went to Kmart and did too much. And then all the way up to, like, insane scale. And it is, like, the kind of things people can do now with controlling everything with an app is insane. Because what used to take, like, a computer programmer and some, like, big fancy laptop and whatever is now just, like, on your phone. And there's, like, all these communities of people who do this big every year, so they all kind of, like, communicate and figure out, you know, best ways to do things and new tactics. So that's why I always check for my TikTok people. But I've learned about... oh, Becky says, I got some small blow up to put up this weekend. Got some lights in the tree and my projector. That's about it for me. Hey, that sounds great. You know, I like a conservative display. That's what I do. I just do minimal stuff. You know, we're not going crazy. Just do a few lines along the fence, along the house, whatever. Projector out there, a couple of lights, we're done. But these people, I mean, inspired me. They gave me a couple ideas and things that you don't have to spend a lot of money for. So I thought that would be interesting because it was so, people were so, I don't know why, but the Halloween porch thing was kind of a hit. So Um, this one, I actually was the first one I saw, and it was on Daily Mail, but I actually found a guy who drove by the house and gave me a little bit of extra information. Crooked Orchids in the chat, she says, stopping in to say have a fun show. Have fun tonight. You too, Crooked Orchids. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. Hope you had a great week. Have a fun Friday. But I saw this one from Daily Mail, and they're probably gonna like copyright claim this or whatever, but I'm pretty much gonna have to mute all of these, the music on them, because everyone's playing either Mariah or some other like copyrighted Christmas song. And I actually have some non-copyright like holiday style like music that's like by the same people that do the music that we play in the background, but I was not able to get it all downloaded in time, so we'll have that for Friday. I'll build a playlist out because Spotify did not have it, so now we have to go to other measures. Okay, yeah, so this one from the Daily Mail is absolutely nuts. I've never seen somebody do this before, and I was really confused as to what I'm even looking at here. It looks like it's snowing at this dude's house, but it's like snowing lights. This person says, craziest Christmas decorations I've ever seen. And they've got, I mean, all the inflatables in the yard. And then just, I think what the big feat with this one is the lights that are hanging seemingly from the night sky. That's absolutely insane. Like he went and got a bunch of inflatables, but the lights over top really tie it all together. And so I was looking, and I found a guy has, someone drove by there, and they gave us the solution to how you get your lights to do this effect, okay? This guy does this every year. He throws the lights on top of the trees using a fishing pole, okay? So now seeing this from like a zoomed out point of view, I can definitely envision how he's doing it. Put a sinker on there that's nice and heavy, and tie one end of the Christmas lights and just send it. That's actually genius. Really, really creative. But the effect is just beautiful when you're underneath it. Like here, I'll play this person's video too, but I mean, like, it just is so much light. I'm sure his electric bill is absolutely insane. All of these people, I don't know how you get around the giant electric bill with this stuff. This guy says, I don't know if this is true, but from what I've heard, he moved to this neighborhood specifically because it doesn't have an HOA. Okay, well, there's my question answered. I think if you really want to turn up like this for Christmas, like, you absolutely have to either like you have to be on the board or cool with the HOA people, or just not have one, because these, you know, this is not a regular Christmas light display by any means. And then also, how are you getting these down? Like, do you have to get like a, I mean, he's using the fishing pole to get them up there, but like, you'd have to get like a scissor lift or something to pull them back down out of the trees. Or do you just like cut your losses and get new ones? I don't know. I don't know. So I'm curious about that one, but I thought that was really cool. Okay. Another one that I thought was absolutely nuts. This person took Jurassic Park. Okay. and they Christmasified Jurassic Park, and they went absolutely like to 11 with it. So they, hold on, I think they've got the music here. Okay, so he's got the electric fence that light the lights on the fence light up like it's the electricity's flying through. You got the T-Rex on top of the house, but what I thought was cool is like the lights are actually really tastefully done, and there's not a lot of lights, but with what they have, they're able to make a really cool effect. I agree, Blackmagic. Yeah, these are insane. Like, look at the gate. Like, that's like a full-size recreation of the... And then he's got the Jeep in the... Oh, my God. Okay, so the Jeep's got to be, like, on a track or something. Going in front of the display, and then maybe it, like, backs up. I don't know. That's insane, dude. There's got to be a story behind that. Like, it's, like... the like some sort of Hollywood like prop director person, or I don't know, set what do you call that, set designer, set coordinator, something like that. I mean the attention to detail there is insane. Mrs. Blackmagic in the chat, she says, I'm here, don't know why I'm nervous. No, baby, you're the best. Aw, look at that. See, what a nice relationship. Thank you for being here. Hummingbird kisses, Miss Blackmagic. I appreciate you. We are checking out some Christmas light displays because I was looking for a little inspiration for my outdoor Christmas lights, and these people really put me to shame, and they made me feel like I didn't spend enough money or something. I really, and I have a lot of questions for these people too. Becky says, welcome and hello, Hummingbird. Yes, absolutely. Welcome. Speaking of which, I found this one. It's not really a display. And like, at first I thought it was a skit, because it's like, these two brothers are putting up or maybe they're friends. I assume that they are brothers and the other lady is their mom. I'm not sure. I don't want to assume anything, but anyways. So they're putting up the Christmas lights, and mom has other ideas. She feels like they're not doing a good enough job. And they feel like they could be risking their lives. So, and a lot of times when you're doing the Christmas lights, it can be kind of risky. So this, I swear I thought this was a skit, and then like they once you get a couple seconds into it, it becomes very clear that they're actually these are just siblings and mom fighting. Doing the Christmas lights, and this is Chaotic Gang 5X on TikTok.
I don't know how to. This is my first time doing this. I don't know what to do.
He said it's his first time doing this. Okay, that's okay. Oh, okay.
We don't have nothing that matches in this toolbox, so I'm making the nails and the hammer work. Do I look like Betty Lou Who?
He said, do I look like Betty Lou Who?
The plug is right here.
No, see, I'm on his team here. It is really difficult to hang the lights. It looks easy. But it is tricky to figure out how you're gonna hang the lights. What I like is they make little clips that clip onto the drip edge of your roof if you have a shingled roof, but they have a tile roof, so I don't know that those would work. Maybe if you clip them to the soffit, but his idea is, let's put some nails up and hang them from the nails. I love it. He said nothing in the toolbox matches. He's making it work.
Starting from the end, Devin. Where the outlet is at.
So how am I gonna start on this? Do you see how high the roof is? Look at the roof.
Oh, so now that's
He said, do you see how high the roof is, and nearly touched it.
too high for you?
Yes, I don't like doing this. I'm too high in the air. I got butterflies.
Were you complaining about motherfucking mirrors up on your ceiling?
He said, I'm too high in the air. I got butterflies. He's on the second step of a step ladder. I totally get it, though. When I'm on the ladder, once you get to the top of whatever ladder, if it's an 8-step ladder, step 6 feels like step 2 on a 3-step ladder. You know, especially a tall person like that, you got to be careful when you're hanging these lights up. Maybe get a little bit taller ladder. Maybe also wait until mom leaves, you know? I don't know. I thought that was really funny. So if you want to watch them battle it out, you can check them out on Chaotic Gang 5X on TikTok. Hopefully they eventually got the Christmas lights hung up. But this I thought was cool. This whole town decorates their the Becky says, I'm not a ladder person. Me either. I obviously I have to get on them from work. But yeah, if I have a choice, we're not doing it. Absolutely. I'm with you. All of my Christmas lights are accessible with a 6-foot ladder. Black Magic says, I'm tall, so I 1000% don't do ladders, let alone top steps. Yeah, no. You gotta be where your hands, when you're standing on the ladder, your hands should be able to hold the ladder. That's the rule to me. You know, so if you gotta go really high, you need an extension ladder for that. No question. This is how people get hurt every year. If I can't reach on my tippy toes, I'll hire someone. That's a great idea. And they have these services now where you have them come out and they measure and cut Christmas lights custom to your house. You know, so like front gable, middle gutter, you know, whatever. They'll run all of those lines. And they're all cut perfect, so everything fits perfect. It all lines up. They all connect together. There aren't, like, weird plugs hanging everywhere. And they install them. They take them down at the end of the season, store them at their facility for you. And then the next season, when you have them come out, it's less because you've already bought all the lights. So all you paid for was the storage, and they put them back up. Miracle. I'm not in a place in my life where I can afford luxuries like that, but the very idea that it exists and is so, I mean, just flawless execution and zero effort, I'm a fan. So if you have that option, I think that's the best option for sure, is hire someone. Definitely agree with that. Becky says that's smart thinking. You can't be too smart on ladders, really. You can't. You can't overdo it. Okay, so this town, like, they decorate their entire main street. And a lot of towns do this, but I thought that this one was special because it's like a little tiny town, and even though not a lot of people live there, they still went absolutely all out. Like, every single, power line going across the main street, they have all the lights and the little Christmas trees, and they wrapped all the trees along the side of the road. I think that looked awesome. They got their big Merry Christmas there and City Hall. It's cool. It's like a old little Christmas village and stuff. Like, that's neat. I love that. A little Americana for you from Chicken Man 1992. Oh my god, I gotta look at these usernames ahead of time. Okay, so the guys who program the lights, whether you're syncing it to music or not, that's really impressive to me. This guy, he programs an entire scene to music, and I'm sure that, like, we'll get copyright claimed if we play it. But, so, like, the beginning, he's doing, like, a big intro. You see, like, all the kids are lined up in the whole neighborhood. They're just sitting on the end of the driveway. If you don't recognize it, this is an audio clip from the movie Apollo 13, where they are confirming all of the systems are online before launch. And so this is audio of all of the individual engineers confirming that their assignment is operational. So I thought that was kind of a cool reference. So he's like booting it up. We're not gonna play the whole thing because it's like there has to be other videos because this is only 2 minutes and it's only a small portion of it. What I'm assuming, if you do something like this, is that you're gonna have like maybe like a 2-hour window per day where you have this working and turned on, and maybe like once an hour you run through the show or something. But like I don't know how you get away with this and your neighbors don't just like hate you. I mean, unless they all have kids and, you know, whatever, they all play nice. Which it seems like the neighborhood kids are big fans, but I'm not sure about the immediate neighbors to the right and left here.
Launch control, this is Houston. We are go for launch.
Roger that, Houston.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Oh, wow. Okay, so he's got, like, some sort of screen on the garage. Oh, yeah, we're definitely gonna get copyright claimed for that, yeah. This is the iconic, drum solo everyone knows, but, I thought this was really cool, like, really awesome attention to detail, and having everything, like, programmed, and, like, it's just insane to me, like, some of the kids are actually scared and, like, run away from it at a certain point, but yeah, I thought that was really funny. That is from Cindy Bass on TikTok. Found that one for us. Becky says, I grew up near a park called Ogleby that goes all out with the lights. You know what, Becky? Isn't that in West Virginia? Because I think I've been there. When I was a kid, we drove down there to Ogleby, and you like drive through. It's like one of those drive-through Christmas displays, but you're right. They go absolutely insane. I mean, it's like, you know what, I could probably, instead of talking about it, I could probably just pull up look at that, it worked. In Wheeling, West Virginia. Yes. Okay, so let me pull up, in case people don't know what that is. Pull up some pictures here of the Ogleby. She says, yes, they've added more over the years. Okay, yeah, I mean, it's been an embarrassingly long time since I've been there. Like, that was a core memory from my childhood, which was not a short time ago. But, it is so cool. Like, look at this. Like, I mean, just absolutely insane. Like, they have figures and scenes and all the trees and tunnels and all kinds of stuff. So that's called the Ogleby Winter Festival of Lights. So you can definitely, if you are near Wheeling or you're passing through, it is really worth going. It is really cool. I'm sure they have other stuff, you know, for the kids down there. After you get through the lights and everything. But yeah, that place is so cool. That must have been awesome growing up near there. Did you guys have like a season pass? Do you go through it multiple times, or because it's close, does that like kind of ruin the like mystique of it and you don't go as much? Because like that, I think that's a problem with like having a cool landmark like that in your town, is that everyone in the town is too cool for it and you don't really go there because you live right next to it. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me. This reaction I thought was really cute. These kids had such a genuine appreciation for their parents' hard work, and I thought it was really cute. Becky says, no, it was free. We went a few times a year. Oh, okay. Okay, okay. Good to know. It's free to drive through, and that's pretty awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, I definitely would go through a few times. Oh yeah, now you have to pay. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if you're there, why not? They should let the residents go through for free, you know, if you live nearby. But yeah, these kids, look at these kids. They crack me up.
3.
You
like it?
That's why you were out here for so long.
Yeah, buddy, it takes a long time to do something like that.
She said, "Boy." Can you run?
I got through one of those.
I can feel one of them, Jeff.
He said, can I go through one of those? Aww.
Yeah, you can go.
I like that idea with the little, you just take some PVC, do the little hoops and run the lights around it. I like that. He even did one on his driveway. That is cool. Becky says, yeah, now you have to pay and it's hours in line waiting. Oh, man. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess when too many people find out about a good thing, you definitely are going to wait. But that's okay. That's cool that it is still going on after all these years and that they're still like adding to it and improving it and stuff. That is really cool. But I thought this they're trying to, you know, of course TikTok is like always trying to sell you stuff, and I saw this thing and like, do we really need an app for the tree? Like this, I mean, this concept is cool, but like I feel like having this going on in your living room or whatever at all times would just be really annoying. But it is kind of cool how you can make your own custom thing, but like that just makes my head hurt to look at. I don't know. It's like if you are if you're really into like EDM, maybe you get one of those and like sync it up to the music. I don't know. It just seems like a nightclub. Becky says, I love this tree. Okay. So are there, maybe there's like, maybe you can like tame it down to where it's less like nightclubbish, or they have it like cranked up for the commercial. It just seems like it's like super bright. Like you would have to turn that thing off after a certain point. I feel like that's going to keep you awake at night. But this house in California looks, I thought this was Vegas. Like I thought it was actually like it's, I mean, it's in Oakley, California, according to the caption, but just the craftsmanship and the professionalism on this, like, it's got to be like another like set designer, set coordinator. What I should have looked up the actual name for that job before I rambled about it. But yeah, I'm sure that is someone's job to do all of these cool lights and stuff at, you know, Vegas and casinos and whatever. Because all of this kind of reminds me of that. I don't know why. But they just went absolutely insane with it. I mean, like, I wish I could play it slower. But, like, everything's animated. There's a screen on the tree playing, like, an animated scene. This is their front door, but you can hardly even tell that it's a house. There's ice skating animals out here, little castle. Like, it's insane. This is... The imagination here is really cool. Awesome job, but... That leads me to a question. Where do you keep this? I mean, that stuff, if you got a lot of Christmas lights, you can roll those up and stick them in some boxes, keep them in the basement or the garage or the crawl space or whatever, even if you got a lot of boxes of Christmas lights, right? This kind of stuff, though, like, what are you doing with Santa's sleigh for 340 days a year? Like, Black Magic says that's insane. People are so creative. I'm a logic guy and have zero creativity, so I'm always fascinated by what people come up with. Me too. All of my ideas that I've done on my house were borrowed from other people's displays, because I can't envision it. I don't have the vision like these people. Becky says with the big ass skeleton. Yes, that's what we need. That's what we need. The big skeleton with the like Will has, with the elf hat, whatever, the Santa hat. I don't know why I called it the elf hat. But yeah, I thought that was really well done. Another person whose neighbors probably hate them, and they must own just like a bafflingly large storage unit. It is the only thing I can think. Now this one, I think might scare the kids a little bit. Becky, you probably get a kick out of this one. I didn't get it at first, okay? But these are a couple of hunters, and they have set up a little reindeer display. You got the Grinch using the fake Porta-John here, and just an actual reindeer massacre happened. And you got these guys over here, and they are doing a little filleting, and he zooms in here. That looks like a human being sitting there in that chair. I think that's a human being right there. Which is even funnier, like he's doing that to scare people, which is really funny. I like it. But I can see where some kids might be a little bit upset seeing their beloved reindeer in such a state. This house is in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I feel like the warm places kind of have us beat when it comes to the Christmas lights display, because you can really enjoy them more, and also you can spend more time outside setting it up because it's 50 degrees, 60 degrees during the day, not negative 20 wind chill like blowing up your jacket. So these guys have gone absolutely wild. The whole house is white lights. The whole roof is red lights. They wrapped all the trees. They have a million inflatables. They did the whole lawn with like a fake snow of lights. Like if it actually snowed in this place, which it probably never would, but I mean, Lord have mercy, what a mess it would be. But look at this. Multiple snowmen and elves and just presents, and it's insane. It's like a Christmas fever dream. Like, Sometimes I feel like they go a little bit too much. Like, it might be too many white lights on the house for me. Just personally. I love the yard, but the house is like, that is a lot of white lights on the house. Becky says, we seen a kid at dinner tonight with his elf in a jar. The husband was like, why? I had to fill him in on the elf thing. Yes, the elf on the shelf. Yeah. The elf supervises the children for you during Christmas time. And he will report back to Santa if you do anything wrong, is what I understand, which I absolutely love. The elf on the shelf really putting in work on the season, but I know it can be challenging to keep that going. So props to the parents who are doing the elf on the shelf. But yeah, this thing is absolutely nuts. Chill on the house lights a little bit. Oh, look at the garage. What? Like, I don't know how this even works. Like, so they just don't open their garage door at all for 3 months? Like, I don't understand what's happening here. Look at this. Like, so he's got the hoops over the double driveway. Lord have mercy, man. Wow. Oh, I didn't see the joy. That's cool. I kind of like that. But yeah, I don't know, dude. Like, I think there's a point where it's too much. I mean, this light tunnel is really neat. Like, it's all cool. It's beautiful, but like, I don't know. This is like 11, and you could really turn it down to like a 9, and it'd still be great. Wow. Okay, so this side we got color snow, because we ran out of white lights, it looks like. I love it. Okay. I mean, it is an insane amount of work. That is from Christine Alexandria on TikTok. And of course, it is synced to Mariah Carey's Christmas anthem. So she has videos on her page of her setting this all up. If you're interested, you can check her TikTok out for that. And here is another person in a warm area in California where it is just another just absolute blanket of lights. Like, look. I mean, the stuff hanging on the side of the house, they have like neons, they have animations, they got decoration, they got all kind of. It is insane. And then the lights go from the gutter up to the. Oh, okay, that's like Santa taking off. Okay, I got you. The wall is insane. Like, just Lord. And then to have the commitment not to just match the lights, but to coordinate them. Lord. I mean, absolutely beautiful. Look at this. Like, look at this tree. The tree alone took a week. Like, there's these people, you got to start this in October. As soon as you know they go hard for Halloween too, because all of these guys do. But I feel like you got to start this in October. You got to start putting these up. Because oh my gosh. There's a guy who is not near me, but he's on my way into town. And he does a display like this every year, and it is nuts. He starts right after Halloween. He starts putting it all together. But he doesn't light it up until after Thanksgiving, thankfully, for his neighbors and for his electric bill. It is just nuts. I love these. And this guy did his car, which I've never seen before. But look at that. Like, actually did a really clean. Okay, it's like he didn't narrate it, but so he taped them on, had to get a small hot dog. Look at that. I mean, that is super clean, dude. Like, that's really, really nice. I don't know what kind of lights those were, but looks gorgeous. Like, great job. That is good. I don't think I could do as good of a job as that. Like, if I did it, I know it wouldn't turn out that nice. And then, like, also, does the tape, like, hold the lights on? Or is this just for the pictures and then you take them off? I don't know. If it'll stay on there, I'm down. Here's another guy who went just insane with the programming. Look at this. Like, what? This is one person's house. This is this year's display at this one house. 50,000 lights. Absolutely insane. It's all synced to music. So, so cool. Cavender Creek Lights. And that's Cavender Creek Lights on TikTok if you want to actually, like, watch their display with the music's on. But I wanted to find some hometown ones because I couldn't really, but I did find this one from this year in Medina, Ohio. This is, I don't know if this is, it looks like just a neighborhood. Do they have Mariah in here? Yeah, another one we're definitely gonna get claimed for. Rocking around Christmas tree. That is cool, dude. No, whoa. Wow. See, this one, they didn't go too crazy with the lights, right? Like, it's just enough to make a statement, but it's not, like, blinding. Becky says, I seen a car like this on my way to work. Okay, no kidding. So, okay, so other people are doing this with the lights. I have not seen that yet. I thought that was cool. You just have too much time on your hands if this is your Christmas lights. Agreed. This is definitely, this is a retired person's game. 100%. And, like, the idea that Clark Griswold, who works a white-collar office job, would have enough free time to do the display that they have is laughable. Because they've got to have teams doing this. Or, like I said, like my neighbor and his wife do, it just takes months and months and months. It's crazy. But, I mean, it looks like several houses in a row that all just, like, go in, like, what? Where do you keep that guy? I mean, really cool. You know, that's the Yeti from those, like, Rudolph claymation things or whatever, but, like, man, that thing's huge. What are you doing with that? Where do you keep this? And then, like, this giant thing, like, that probably breaks down, right? But, like, this huge Grinch, someone just has a 12-foot tall Grinch just in their basement all year. I mean, really neat. The kids probably love it. This is really cool. I like the idea of the hoops over the sidewalk that you walk through. That's a really cool effect. And it's not expensive to execute either. That's neat. And they got this countdown to Santa. That's pretty good. I like that. Couple animatronics. This is insane, man. So they really, if you're near Medina, I don't know where that is, but if you are near Medina, they go off over there. So take your kids down to Medina. These guys did like a Polar Express type of a theme, and I thought this was absolutely insane too.
Where?
Oh wait, hold on.
to the north.
It's in Illinois there. They posted the address if you want it. That is so cool.
At one time, most of my friends could hear the bell. But as years passed...
Again, Like, that is so many lights. I mean, I guess if you just run it for a couple hours a day, but Lord have mercy, it must be expensive.
Years passed and fell silent for all.
Okay, see, two neighbors like went together and combined their display. I like that. I like that solidarity.
Even
Oh, they cut it off. Man, that's cool. That is really cool. But competing with the neighbors can be hard, you know? And here is a neighbor that is nearly impossible to compete with, and what their neighbor ended up doing.
It's time.
Okay, that's more Mariah for you. Easily the best Christmas display I've seen in my hometown, this person says. This is Kayla Danielle W on TikTok. But look at this. I mean, this is one person's house, absolutely enormous yard. Like, this is like a 2-acre Christmas display, and this is just at someone's house. I love it. Really cool entrance right there on the driveway. Wow. Okay, the driveway loops back around. Jeez. Dude, like these inflatables, that inflatable's 15, 20 feet tall, right? Like, what do you do with Rudolph, the 25-foot reindeer, when you don't have this set up? I mean, I guess if you have a property this big, maybe you have a building on it that's just built to house your Christmas display. But this is another guy who could not live in a place where they have an HOA. I mean, really cool. Really well done. I mean, A+ on creativity. Like, he's super original with it, and really did the entire yard. Pretty cool. And a giant Grinch. And then here, you're going to see his neighbor and what they did to try and compete. I thought that was great. That's a good solution right there. I wonder if they had that made, or if the neighbor like fashioned it for them, because he seems like he's really handy with building stuff like that. But that's cool. That's a good way. You just be like, you know what, he's doing it, so I can't. That's how you have an out, you know. But if you don't have an out and you need to compete with the neighbors, and you're like me, feeling inadequate looking at all of these things with everyone in their huge house and their millions of dollars of lights, this is a great example of you don't need a huge house or a huge yard to go insane for Christmas. So here you go. This, I thought, was really, really well done. And God, does it have... Okay. It's more copyrighted music. But this guy did color. He went over the roof, did the whole yard, did the hoops over the driveway. Look at this. Got the Grinch cut out right there. They got another one of those. See, I don't know how this garage cover thing works. Becky says this would be me all day long. Yeah, dude. Oh, you're talking the ditto sign. Yeah, me too. If you live next to somebody like that, you kind of have to give it to them. You know you're going to get second place. Yeah, I'm with you. But I don't know what these things people hang over the garage door. Like, can you just not use your garage door? Am I stupid? Does it attach to the garage door and like doesn't rip or something? I don't know. Someone explain to me in the comments how these things work. But I thought this was fantastic. Beautiful stamped concrete driveway, by the way, as well. But look at this. Got the arch going, the candy cane lane going up to the house. Giant snowman on the scene. Got the mailbox to Santa right there at the sidewalk for all the kids in the neighborhood. And even did little cutouts so that kids can stand behind and put their face in and take a picture in front of his display. Like, that's so thoughtful and fun for the neighbors and stuff. Like, that is so neat. But it's a corner lot, so it wraps around. Oh, okay, so right here it says 107.3. Oh, okay, so he probably does have it synced to music, and they have like an FM transmitter on 107.3. So when the music is playing, it's not playing out loud in the neighborhood, it just plays on your radio. See, that's cool, man. Like, what a cool thing. You know, and they don't have a huge yard, but they maximized every inch of it. Like, look, you got the King of the Hill guys right here, and they're cooler. That's great. I didn't see that when I first saw this. That is really cool, man. This guy's super creative. Got the penguin tower, totally blinged out this tree. Like, that's insane. The wall totally washed out. That's great. Great job. Oh, okay, nice. Miracle on 29th. Okay. That is neat. That is really cool. So, hey, if you needed some inspiration like I did, that is it right there. I absolutely love that. That one right there is probably my favorite of all of them. Really cool. That is Miracle on 29th Lane on TikTok. So that is their actual TikTok. It says, "Welcome to our 2025 Christmas display. 5 years strong, and this year we went bigger, brighter, and bolder than ever. Love it. Great job. Miracle on 29th Lane. Cheers to them. And cheers to you all for hanging out. I'm going to get back to hanging my Christmas lights. And if you haven't hung all of yours, then get to work. You know, I don't have kids, so it doesn't really matter. But you know, it is time. If you haven't gotten them up now, it is time to do it. So, crack open your high noons, get out there in the yard, get to work. No excuses. I know it's cold. We don't all live in South Georgia, but I think you can have a nice display anywhere. Hopefully, you don't get tangled up with your HOA. I will post the results once I finally get mine up and running. So, hope y'all have a great night. Thanks for hanging out, and I will catch you on Monday for the extras. Peace.